St Kilda is a club with a proud history, but with the exception of its famous one-point win over Collingwood in 1966, premiership success continues to elude it. Over the past 2 seasons, the Saints have again fallen agonisingly short of ultimate glory by the narrowest of margins. As the Saints prepare for the 2011 AFL season, the question remains, have they got what it takes to win that elusive flag?
Really, I was just thinking about the summer, and there's been some slip-ups and some blow-ups and all those things, but I thought, what have we done? We've really pulled it back to our trademark. We know what we stand for, and that's what we talk about. We know it's about preparation and effort. So all of us have been able to, and even me, rather than just listening around, where do we go from here? Geez, we're under pressure, we need to respond. It's been a clear reference to go back to. It's been a strong compass for us. Well, this is what we're about. We're about excellence of preparation, effort, feedback, not giving up, and mental toughness. 2011 is our biggest challenge so far. It's different year on year because expectations were slightly different. 2009, dominant home away team with the competition, and went in with a really big expectation of we'd get the result. Geelong were fantastic, and we missed some opportunities.
It's over. The Cats, they have won their second in 3 years, but what a fight it was.
In 2010, we ground our way to a grand final, and Collingwood were the dominant home away team, particularly second half of the year. I was super confident we'd give magnificent effort, but I wasn't quite sure we had the form to top all the form Collingwood was in.
Their greatest ever margin in a grand final. It doesn't get better than that.
Pretty difficult to get over, and the harsh reality is that you never will. It's something that will sit in the back of your mind forever, and we can deal with it in the short term and use it as a motivating factor, the losses, but as I said, the harsh reality is that you never will.
Almost like a movie, you're just sort of looking around and, one team's celebrating and you're seeing, the devastation on your teammates' faces and just realising that that's it, that could be our last chance at winning a premiership.
I remember feeling it as soon as the siren went, it didn't really feel real, and then probably in the rooms after the game, sitting with the boys, and you got a few people crying, and it's uncomfortable watching grown men cry.
There's real life problems out there, and that's certainly the case. There's people's health, and there's far greater issues than football, and I think everyone understands that and acknowledges that. It's just as bad a feeling as you can understand in that circumstance, in that context, and something that stays with the players probably forever.
143 years, one premiership. Those moments are quite significant. It was a difficult aftermath.
I really thought this was our time. We've done the hard work, we've put in the effort, we've been through that pain.
Now just that feeling of, if that was me, what would I be doing right now? And it sits pretty low in your stomach and makes you feel sick every time you think about it.
And it's that anger and unfinished business still that I think is driving the group today.
The players have held together really well, and obviously when you're a professional sportsman and that's your aim, and the club's won one in 138 years, we all know what it would have meant. It just sort of drifts into your consciousness, and you sort of shake it off. I do think about it, there's greater losses, which we've all experienced, obviously. It's not going to define my life. There's plenty of people with premiership cups and medans that the rest of their life is in horrendous shape. So it's about at all times trying to keep it in perspective. There'd be no happy amount in Melbourne, though, if we won it.
This year, it's a feeling that, well, we can do it again, deal with the disappointment, but put in the same effort. I take great confidence from being able to do that once before.
We've still got capabilities, but, it's such a long road. And as 2010 highlighted, some of the things happened in 2010 in my wildest imagination I wouldn't have thought could occur, but it did. We clearly need to improve and execute better than we have. And to give ourselves our best chance.
You know, we definitely think that we're not done with, and you know, it's just that extra motivation to get back on the horse and do the work, and that's what we've always spoken about. It's just, you know, you're not going to get the results if you don't do the work. So, I mean, I think probably this year it probably took me a little bit longer to get over it, just probably with, you know, where I'm at.
The only thing that I can reassure myself is I've been there twice, so I do know what it is like to lose one. I know that we can cope with it. We can, you know, bounce back. We're a resilient side, so if there is anything to learn from it, it is that you can move forward, and, you know, 1 year doesn't necessarily dictate the next. And I mean, we're still driven. That's why we're here, to try and go one step further, because we're sick of feeling like that for basically 24 months.
I don't think we need to change a lot. I just think that hunger and desire through you know, all the boys, I think we still know we're good enough. It's just going to be another long, hard slog.
We've got a really strong brand and style that we play, and a great understanding of what's needed to do to win games of footy. If we can follow through on that again, we're going to give ourselves the opportunity. And if we keep getting to the well, then eventually we're going to get that big long drink that we're after.
You know, we always get back up, and I think that's one of the best things about playing for this club, is that we're probably not the flashiest club. We haven't won the most premierships, but, you know, we never say die, and we're always going to keep fighting.